Okay, I try to encapsulate everything that has been said here. And in my opinion, I think the Iranian regime is really heading towards some kind of collapse. I can't determine the date nor the trigger for this collapse, but all the gathering storm is here. And I think all the components of the storm are there, and we've seen the demonstration in 2017, end of 2017 into 2019, and we've seen the riots were in the periphery. The last riots happened in the bazaar in Tehran, in other bazaars, in other cities in Iran, and I think a lot of segments of the Iranian society are now revolting. And on top, we can see women, you say Me Too, and we see the women revolting in Iran, whether it's the headscarves or the dancing that we've seen all over the social networks, and with all the retweets and other persons and other women dancing and uploading these dances to the networks. I think we've seen more and more of the no Lebanon, no Syria, no Hamas, no Palestinians, and we actually have heard deaths to Palestinians in recent protests in Iran. I think this, I try to connect the dots, the things that were said here, I think people are more and more aware of the price that they are paying for the Iranian involvement in Yemen, in Syria, in Gaza, in Bahrain, in Morocco, and other places. And this chant, no Lebanon, no Syria, we are willing to die for Iran, is not new. It occurred in the Green Revolution in 2009, and it's there. It never left Iran. And I think on the long run, this cry, this chant will prevail, and the Iranian regime will find it more and more hard to confront these people. And we've seen also, it's some kind of an anecdote, that people are breaking charity boxes for Palestinians throughout Iran. And I think we are now in a period, even before the sanctions are enforced. We have the first bunch of sanctions in August against the automotive companies, against the metal market. And again, the most crucial sanctions are up ahead in November, where the oil sanction will be sanctioned, and this is the real fear of Iran. And up till now, many, and we've wrote about this here in the center, many companies, oil companies, automotive companies, banks, other companies are leaving Iran. And as was said here, more and more companies are reluctant to even to start a dialogue with the Iranian regime to conduct businesses. And I think there was a very important news item that was missed, that it's the briefing of Mr. Hook that we've seen his photo here in the beginning of this conference, that the head of planning in the State Department, that he's going to say no waivers, no transaction with Iran, zero oil sales. And I think this is the line of policy that Americans are following. And I think the Iranians are already understanding this policy when Rouhani and others say that Iran is going back to what the leader said. Forgive me only if I will misspell it. It's the Iqtisad Muqawami. This is the resistive economy. The Iranian regime is preparing the Iranian people for more hardships ahead. And I think if we go back to what Mr. Khadem said here, the regime is going to collapse. I think this is how I see it, but the most important problem is the day after. I think that the MK is not an option. It was on the terrorist list of the American, if I'm not mistaken. It was maybe removed. But I think the most important issue for the Iranians, the Iranian people, is to find a rightful, just opposition, to form an opposition a strong opposition, the opposition that will be accepted by the Iranian people. And I think to this opposition, we have seen more and more, as I said before, more and more segments of the Iranian people are revolting. It's the women, the students, the periphery, the bazaar, and we have to see that maybe the traders, the traditional bazaar, the middle class. We have seen more and more people coming together to create the perfect storm in Iran. But I think one component will be crucial in this gathering storm, and this is how some backing from the religious establishment. People like the late Ayatollah Muntazari that resisted, like Rafsanjani maybe, that resisted the current regime, this religious-based regime. And I think this will be a very good indicator to see whether people from the religious establishment will support this revolt, this uprising of the Iranian people, and come together to support him, to back him, to give him the clearance, the go-ahead to start the change of this regime.
Thank you very much, Miki.